Borussia Dortmund get the ball rolling for the second period.
Borussia Dortmund have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. Okay, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. And here's Forlan. Neymar. Nicely shaped ball. Baresi cuts it out. Beckham. Schneider. Schneider unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Costa Curta. And he goes cross-field.
That's a great ball cross-field.
Olise tries to play it through. Ah, he's fizzed it forward. Jordan Henderson. Messi. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Neymar. It's Neymar! Oh, nice. Just not quite.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
In by Rooney. Oh, well played. Messi. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not... And the shot! Oh, it's a beauty! About as smooth as it gets! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and...
Real chance! Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. So, this to restore parity. And he scores! Back in business! A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Yeah, as decisive as it comes. Spot chosen, spot hit.
So, all square, and not for the first time.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
And he's had it nicked away. Oh, this looks sharp. Now it's Inzaghi, played out towards the right wing. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Shevchenko! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Shevchenko actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner. Big header! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Well, just too much pressure on him in the end, Peter.
Oh, the ball's run loose here. Borussia Dortmund are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Oh, that's a key interception. Turns back here, probably the best option. Costa Curta. Now it's Beckham. Can he get on the end of this? And he welcomes it in. It's Maradona! It's hit the upright. Goal! Borussia Dortmund! And they've got their lead back. Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Substituição no time do Flamengo.
Flamengo can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Borussia Dortmund go into the lead. Now it's Neymar.
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
Tries a shot! And he hits the net! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line. Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Maradona. Oh, that's fabulous. And that's put paid to a promising move. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Pirlo looking to penetrate opposition lines. Julie. Now it's Inzaghi. Now that looks a decent ball. That is a great pick out. Inzaghi! And that is wildly off target.
Well, the invitation was there, so he was right, in my opinion, to take it on. Alas, it was a technical flaw.
Tries from a long way out. They've done it! And what a climax we have here! An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Flamengo give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, who's under pressure now? It's going to require some inspired defending to stop this lot.
And Martinez! And that has fair fizzed. Now it's Neymar. De Bruyne can so cleverly bypass the press. Zanetti. And Julie. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Martinez. Oh, good-looking ball. Now it's Inzaghi. And this is Neymar. De Bruyne. Neymar. Forlan. That's an excellent interception. And there goes the final whistle. So the winners, bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Filippo Inzaghi claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. It is a deep, deep sea of yellow. Beautifully effervescent yellow. That is what you're faced with when you come to Dortmund. So it's away we go then. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, I'm a huge fan of Bukayo Saka. Someone always praised for his versatility, his attitude and his cleverness around the pitch. He has the potential to excel in all positions across that front line. But I personally like to see him as part of a front three. I think he operates best in that area.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. Great defending, strong and determined. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And he welcomes it in. That is a brilliant interception. Rooney. Nice looking ball. That is good alertness. Pressing high and with purpose. Oh, there's a probing ball. Now it's Hazard. Threads one in. Koeman cuts out the pass. Casemiro. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Saka. Lobbed in behind. Beckham. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. That's Beckham. Knocks it into space. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Oh, nice touch. João Cancelo wins the duel this time. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Inzaghi. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, that's ambitious. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Casemiro. He's on it, can he get away? Beckham. Neymar. Now it's Rooney. It's a really well-measured ball. Now that looks a decent ball. Olise is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. He's looking wide.
This is the time you need that pace.
And it's lofted through here. Played with finesse. And he's straight offside. Chiellini. And it's Belletti. And Zanetti. Olise. And it's Neymar. And no, that was never going to make it. Is that a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. That's a quick free kick. Neymar. Now it's Rooney. Casemiro. Saka. And here's Zico. Oh, nicely intercepted. Beckham. And it's Rooney. Oh, good spread. Now, can they get him away? Thinks about the shot.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And we have our very first corner. Beckham plays it short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Shifted it to the flank.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Goes for a shot! Danger averted for now. João Cancelo. No way through, so back it comes. Great chance! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Now it's Saka. Now there's Kane!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Casemiro. So, what can they make of this? Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. João Cancelo. And here's Azar. Little pass back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Now it's Inzaghi. Tries to play it through. Oh, no joy this time. And there's the end of the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I think despite the scoreline, Peter, there's only one team in it. They might not have made the most of their chances so far, but I see no signs of frustration creeping in. Maybe a bit of fine-tuning during the break, and they should get their reward in the second half.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. And that's the start of another 45 minutes. So neither side has yet broken through. Back into the middle. Tries a deft little ball. That has ended up in no man's land. Olise. Great vision. Now it's Rooney. Now it's Olise. Can he get on the end of this? Olise looking to get on the end of this. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Saka. Well, that's been cut out, well played. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Zico. That's a delicate pass. Tries a shot! Neymar. Olise. That's a sharp pass. Koeman. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Kane. Saka. Saka going face to face with his great rival. Kane! Well, into the second half, and it's still goalless.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Belletti.
The attendance for this match was 62,000.
Neymar. It's Neymar! Oh, nice. Just not quite.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
It is still anyone's game, 0-0. It could be, it shoots! They've done it! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So the first moment of real significance.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
Casemiro. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
And this is Kane. Son Heung-min is onto this. Quality ball.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
He's in plenty of space here. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Belletti. And this is Rooney. Koeman cuts it out. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And it's Bruno Fernandes. And here's Kane, gives it back.
That's good pressure, it gave him no other choice.
And he's picked out the run. Now it's Olise. He's got away. Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Oh, this team is relentless. They have a way of playing and there's no compromise.
He's having a go. A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Borussia Dortmund choosing to make the first change. Guendouzi.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Koeman. Borussia Dortmund still ahead by the game's only goal. He's through here, and this is Inzaghi. Inzaghi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Arhan. Son Heung-min. Now it's Maradona. Borussia Dortmund moments now away from seeing this one out. Now it's Inzaghi. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Nicely weighted ball. Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. Oh, sweet feet. And it's Rijkaard. Son Heung-min. Chance here to counter. Looking for a runner. Now it's Valverde. He's picked his... Valverde! And that is the end of it. They hung on right till the finish. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separate.